So hello guys, today we are going to learn LLM Gateway. Okay, what is LLM Gateway? We are going to learn here. I already finished first section, second section, third section, guardrails, introduction of AI security, and OWASP. Okay, so we already finished this. Now we are going to learn about LLM Gateway. What is it? Okay, so what we are going to learn here in this notebook, we will learn what an LLM gateway is and why it is useful when building AI applications. Okay, so instead of sending requests directly from our application to an AI model, we will we will place a gateway. Okay, so the gateway act like a smart middle layer. It manage requests before they reach the AI model. Okay, and make our app. So why do we use a gateway? Without a gateway, if the model become unavailable or too busy, or our application may fail. So a gateway help to providing useful features such as retries, automatically try the request again if it is fail. Okay, and second is fallback, switch to the another model if model is unavailable. Load balancing, distribute request across the multiple models. Catching, return saved and response for repeated question, making response faster and reducing the cost. And logging and monitoring, track the request token and usage. Okay guys, so I already mentioned this LLM gateway, a proxy layer between your app and the LLM provider like Grok, OpenAI, and Anthropic that give you retry, fallback, caching, and load balancing. Okay, retry means what? Automatically try the request again if it is fail. Okay, fallback, switch to the another model if the model is unavailable. Okay, caching, distribute request across the multiple. Sorry, caching request. Return the saved response for repeated question, making response faster and reducing the cost. Load balancing. Okay, distribute request across the multiple models. Okay, and logging, track the request token and usage without touching your business logic. Okay, your app, LLM gateway, and Grok. Okay, so in this notebook we will use LiteLLM, an open source Python library that unifies 100 plus LLM provider behind on the standard interface. Okay, so no dashboard sign up needed, everything run in the code. Okay, so we will only use Grok API, that is already free. For every gateway concept, fallback, load balance, etc. We will use two different Grok model. Here I'm going to use this one, Llama 3.3, 70 billion versatile, primary powerful, and secondary I'm going to use this model, Llama 3.1, 8 बिलियन इंस्टेंट फॉल बैक और फास्ट चीप. तो यहाँ पर हम दो मॉडल यूज करेंगे, फर्स्ट प्राइमरी ये और फेल होगा, फेल फॉल बैक अगर होगा सेकेंडरी दिस वन. Okay, or we can say fallback model. Okay. And this is our env file. Here you need to put your API keys like this. I already have env file. Okay, and where is this? I'm going to close this one. Okay. So why we are using LiteLLM here? So LiteLLM is an open source library that provides one common interface for more than the 100 plus 100 LLM providers. Okay, instead of learning different SDK for every provider, we only need to use one function, completion. Okay, this makes it very easy to switch from one model or provider to the another model used in this notebook. What I already said that these are the model that we use in this notebook. Okay, so we will use two pre-grok model. This one is a primary model, more powerful and better response quality, and this one it is I'm going to use this one for backup and fallback model, faster, lower cost, use when needed. Okay, by the end of this notebook you will understand the LLM, LiteLLM, Max AI application are more reliable, flexible. Okay, so here you can see, here I'm going to set so first you need to install Python. Okay, install LiteLLM Python .env grok. Okay, so you need to install this. So here you can see, before using LiteLLM, we need to install the required library. So we also need to load our Grok API key to LiteLLM can connect. Okay, Grok API key, so LiteLLM can connect to the Grok model. So we define one primary model and one backup model. Later we will use them for retrieve, fallback, load balancing, and other gateway features. Okay, so here you can see LiteLLM, this one. LiteLLM means gateway library. Python.env means what? Read the environment variable from env file. Okay, .env file. Grok, official Grok SDK. Okay, so here you can see I'm going to import Python module for environment variable, that is OS. Okay, and this one load underscore .env. From .env I'm going to import load .env. What does it mean? Import the function to load the env file. Okay, and this one load the variable from the env file. OS environment I'm going to use grok underscore API key from env file. Okay, this one, this variable. Okay, so here again I'm going to use this one for load the API key. So primary model this one and fallback model this one. I already said that we are going to use two models. Okay, first is primary and second is fallback. Okay, so this one is the longer and more capable model, and this one is smaller, faster, and cheaper. Okay, now baseline without a gateway. Okay, so I'm going to close this. Okay, so before learning LiteLLM, let's first we see how one normally call a grok model directly. Okay, so this method work, but it does not provide the retry, fallback, catching, logging, or load balancing. If something goes wrong, our application must handle everything manually. Okay, so here you can see direct grok SDK call. This works, but you get no retry, fallback, catching, and observability. You have to write all that yourself. Okay, so from grok I'm going to import grok, import the official grok client. Okay, and you can see here create a grok client using our API key with the help of this line. Client equals to grok API key OS environment grok API key. So this is the grok client using our API key. Okay, and here res, what does it mean? Res means sender. You can see here with the help of this line, resp equals to client, this one, chat completion create. Okay, what does it mean? So send the request directly to the grok model. With the help of this, send the request directly to the grok model, and here we are going to select the model, and you can see here user message, this one, role equals to user and content equals to what is an LLM gateway in one line. Okay, so it is going to print the AI response. So print resp choice 0 and message and content. Okay, so it is going to print first. Okay, so print the AI response with the help of this. Okay, this is the direct call. If grok goes down or you hit a rate limit, your app crash. This is exactly the problem gateway solve. Okay, so here I'm going to run this. I already installed this. I'm going to run this cell again, and again I'm going to run this. Okay, so you can see here this is the response, an AI large language, sorry, an LLM large language model gateway interface that enable interface with the large language model, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is our response. Okay, one interface using LiteLLM. This is the direct call. If grok goes down or hit the rate limit, your app crash. This is the exactly the problem gateway solve. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, डायरेक्ट कॉल है. कभी कभी क्या होता है ना, ग्रॉक डाउन हो जाता है, रेट लिमिट एग्जिट हो जाती है और आपका ऐप क्रैश कर जाता है, एग्जिट. ओके, सो दिस इज एग्जैक्टली द प्रॉब्लम gateway solve. The problem a gateway solve. Okay, so one interface by LLM. So you can see here LiteLLM give us one common interface for many different LLM providers. So we use the same function for every model. To switch the model, we only change the model name, No other code changes are needed. Okay, so you can see here one interface by LLM completion function takes the OpenAI style call and use the model grok model name prefix to decide where to send it and switch the model. Just change the string from LiteLLM import completion. Okay, so from import LiteLLM completion function. Okay, and response, you can see call the primary model here in response. Okay, response equals to completion. Here I'm going to call the primary model, and in message I'm going to send role equals to user and content what is an LLM gateway in one line. Okay, and print here what I'm going to print here, guys. Okay, so print the response from the primary model with the help of this. Okay, and response equals to completion. Here again we are going to use secondary model. Okay, that is fallback model. Okay, चेंज ओनली द मॉडल नेम. तो भाई आपको यहाँ पर बस क्या करना है, मॉडल का नाम चेंज करना और कुछ नहीं, नथिंग एल्स. ओके, एंड दिस इज द मैसेज रोल इक्वल्स टू यूजर एंड कंटेंट इक्वल्स टू व्हाट इज एन एलएलएम गेटवे इन वन लाइन. ओके, print 8 billion. Okay, 8 billion response dot choice and message content, it is going to print everything. Okay, I'm going to run this. So you can see here it is loading. Okay, then I'm here moving here. But okay, you can see here this is the response 70 billion model LLM. Okay, this response came from here, and from here we got this response. Okay, so same message, same function call. You can see here we are using different model, but we got same response. You can see here almost same. So same message, same function call, only the model equals to string change. Okay, this is the first benefit of a gateway model agnostic code. Okay, and now we retry automatic retry here. One a rate limit 429 or a transient server error. LiteLM retry automatically before your app ever sees a failure. So response completion. Response completion, here you can see sometime a request fail because of a temporary network problem or a rate limit error. Instead of immediately failing, LiteLLM automatically retry the request. This makes the application more reliable. Okay, so response equals to completion. Here we use primary model. Okay, and message equals to role user and content equals to explain retry in one line. Okay, response dot choice message dot content. Okay, so after this I'm going to run this one. Retry refer to the automatic re-execution of fail operation or request. Okay guys, so we got this one. Okay, now you can see here request time limit, timeout. If model stalls, set a hard time limit so your app doesn't block. What does it mean, guys? Sometimes a model takes a too long to respond. A timeout prevents the application for waiting forever. If the response is not received within the given time, the request is stopped. Okay, so response equals to completion and model equals to primary model. Okay, so here we are going to send the request and use the primary models and message, user message, role equals to user and content equals to explain timeout in one line. Okay, and timeout equals to 10 seconds. Okay, timeout equals to 10 seconds means wait only for 10 seconds. Okay, and print the response with the help of this line. Okay, so guys, you can see timeout are a machine that limit the amount of a time and process or operation can take, automatically terminating or aborting it if the time limit is exit. Okay, जब time limit exit होगा तो automatically terminate कर देगा request. और यहाँ पर वो क्या करेगा, रेट लिमिट हमारा खत्म हो जाएगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली ट्राई करेगा. ओके, so now we are going to learn fallback. Primary fail and backup takes over. Okay, so sometimes the primary model may fail because of rate limit, server error, and network issue. Okay, so instead of showing an error to the user, LiteLLM automatically switch to a backup model. This is called the fallback. Okay, use router to define the primary model plus a fallback. If the primary model fell, the router automatically write to the fallback model. The caller never see the failure. ओके यहाँ पर क्या होगा, एक मॉडल फेल होगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो दूसरा मॉडल यूज कर लेगा राउटर. ओके, so here I'm going to import router with the help of import router from the LiteLLM. From LiteLLM, import the router. Router equals to router model list. Here we have primary models. Okay, so you can see here list of available models. Okay, we can say list of available models. Okay, primary models, whatever we have. Okay, so these are the primary models, and LiteLLM params model equals to primary models. Okay, so actual LiteLLM. Okay, and this one is our backup model name backup, and LiteLLM param, so smaller backup model. Okay, this one, and fallback equals to primary and backup. ठीक है, अगर प्राइमरी बंद हुआ तो बैकअप चालू हो जाएगा. सो रिस्पॉन्स इक्वल्स टू राउटर डॉट कंप्लीशन एंड मॉडल इक्वल्स टू primary. So here if primary fail, automatically use a backup model with the help of this. Okay, so here you can see here response equals to router dot completion means send request to the router. So here it is going to use primary model and user message, this one role user and content, explain fallback routing in one line. Okay, and print response, this one choice and message dot content. आपने choice voice तो already Python में पढ़ा होगा, that's why I'm not going to explain it again. Okay, so you can see here warning, I got this one. And fallback routing is technique where a router directly traffic to a default or secondary route when the primary route is unavailable. ठीक है भैया, तो यहाँ है कि एक राउट अवेलेबल नहीं रहेगा तो दूसरे राउट पे वो स्विच कर जाएगा. सो दैट्स इट, नथिंग एल्स. These are the warning, ignore it. Okay, and you can see here load balancing. What is it? Load balancing. Okay, so load balancing is split traffic by weight. Two entries with the same model name pointing at the two different graph model. The light router automatically split traffic between them weighted. Okay, so let me explain. If the thousand of users send the request, sending all traffic to the one model can overload it. Okay, जो क्या होता है, हम थाउजेंड ऑफ रिक्वेस्ट यूजर सेंड करते हैं. ठीक है, तो सेंड मतलब एक ही मॉडल को सेंड कर रहे हैं तो ओवरलोड ज़्यादा हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो लोड बैलेंसिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूट रिक्वेस्ट अक्रॉस द मल्टीपल मॉडल. ठीक है, लोड बैलेंस क्या करती है, लोड बैलेंसिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देती है रिक्वेस्ट को मल्टीपल मॉडल में. ठीक है, सो दिस इम्प्रूव द परफॉर्मेंस एंड रिलायबिलिटी. Okay, so here you can see iv underscore router equals to router, and here we are going to create another router here. Okay, and this is the model list, model name chat model, and this is the what list of model receive 70% request, this one. Okay, because I put 0.7 here, so it means this model receives 70% request. Okay, and this is the details model equals to primary models. Okay, and here we have another model, that is chat model. Okay, so this is, I mean, name of both model is same here. Okay, and model is equals to fallback and its weight is 30%. Okay, it can handle say 30% request. Okay, a second model receive 30% request. Okay, and here you can see send 5 requests. Okay, for I in the range 5. Okay, so you can see here response equals to iv underscore router dot completion means router automatically choose a model. So model equals to chat and a model, initially it is going to use this one. Okay, chat model तो भैया यहाँ पर वो ऑटोमेटिक सेलेक्ट कर लेगा. ठीक है, कौन सा मॉडल यूज करना है कौन सा नहीं. एंड मैसेज इक्वल्स टू रोल इक्वल्स टू यूजर एंड कंटेंट इक्वल्स टू हेलो and request I. So what does it mean? Hello, say hello and request. Okay, so it is going to print the response dot model and response dot choice. So it is giving us answer here. You can see here. You can see here. So पहला इसने यूज किया 3.370 versatile. Hello, this is the request. How can I assist you today? Okay, second then this hello, how can I help you? Okay, so you can see here versatile using here, and using here, means it is going to handle 70% request, and instant 8 billion instant using here and using here, it is handle 30% request. Okay. And response catching, what is it, guys? Response catching. So if the same prompt come again, don't call the model at all, return the cached response instantly. Okay. So here if the same question is asked again, there is no need to call the LLM again. LiteLLM store the first response and return it instantly next time. This save the time and API cost. Okay. So import time, import required libraries. Okay. Import time, import LiteLLM, import catch class. With the help of this, import LiteLLM dot catch equals to catch in memory catch, it will handle the memory. Okay. This one catch. Now you can see enable in memory catch. With the help of this, it is going to enable the in memory catch. LiteLLM dot catch equals to catch. Prompt equals to role equals to user and content, what is catching in 5 word. Okay. T0 equals to time dot time, this is for time, guys. Okay. Record the current time with the help of this. Okay. And R1 completion, here I pass the primary model, message equals to prime, and catching equals to true. So what does it mean? First request. Okay. First request with the help of primary model, and print first call round current time. Okay. So this is for time, guys. Okay. Print response time. Okay. So first call, this one. First call, this one is first call, not first call, this is like current time. Okay. And this is for message. Okay. And this one record the time again. Okay. Record the time again and send the same request again here. Okay. So I'm going to run this. First call 0.63 temporary storage of frequency access the data, and second call 0.01 frequency storage frequently access the data. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर मेमोरी में सेम क्वेश्चन अगर बार बार कोई बंदा पूछ रहा है तो उसको मेमोरी में डाल देता है वो, तो LLM का यूज नहीं होता है, वो तुरंत उससे आंसर फैच करके दे देता है मेमोरी से. दैट्स इट. What is observability? Cost and token tracking. Observability. Every response come with the response dot usage and LiteLLM dot completion dot underscore cost give you cost usage without any external dashboard. What does it mean, guys? So okay, we want to know how many token were used, how much did the request cost. Okay. So response equals to completion, model equals to primary model, message equals to role user, and content equals to one line on observability. Print token use and response dot uses. So here you can see this is the model name and this is our message. So we are going to send request with the help of this and print the token uses, token use or token usage with the help of the token use response dot usage. Okay. Response dot usage. So with the help of this we know about the token, how many token we used here. Okay. And pre-estimated cost, lifetime LLM completion cost, completion response equals to response. Okay. Streaming works through the gateway too. What is this streaming? So why we are using streaming? Normally we wait until the completion response is ready. With the help of streaming, the AI send the response one small part at a time. Okay. This give user a faster experience. I already explained lots of time this streaming LangChain in LangGraph. I already create video on this. Okay, guys. So streaming equals to completion means enable streaming. ओके. जब आप कोई चैटिंग करते हो तो वो आपको दिखता है कि वो आउटपुट दे रहा है. ऐसे वेट नहीं करता कि एक बार वो पूरा सर्च करेगा फिर आपको देगा, नहीं, वो लिखते जाता है, देते जाता है. अभी हम चेक करेंगे. ठीक है. सो हियर वी आर गोइंग टू इनेबल द स्ट्रीम विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस, एंड हियर आई यूज प्राइमरी मॉडल एंड दिस इज द मैसेज यूजर मैसेज and content explain LLM Gateway in 3 bullet points. Streaming equals to true for chunk in streaming. This is the I'm going to use loop here. Okay. So read the response in chunk. Why chunk? With the help of this line. And delta equals to what? Ignore the empty chunks, okay, with the help of this line. So delta equals to chunk dot choice delta dot content. Okay, so get newly generated text with the help of this line, guys. Okay, get the newly generated text with the help of this line, and this line is used to read chunk by chunk. If delta, ignore empty, okay, empty chunks. If ignore empty chunks. If delta, print on this one, print immediately, print delta and plus equals to true. देखना अभी यहाँ पर थोड़ा थोड़ा लग आउटपुट आएगा तो लिखते हुए आएगा, देखना आ गया, देखो आ रहा है, लिख रहा है, आ रहा है, देखो आया, दिख रहा है आते हुए. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड द स्ट्रीमिंग. ठीक है. Okay, I'm going to explain again why क्या है. Normally we wait until the completion response is ready, but you can see here the AI send the response one small part at a time. This gives user a faster experience. Okay, so putting everything together and production style router, so fallback, retries, timeout, cooldown all in one router config. This is the same pattern used in the next project. Okay, so we also create the next project here. Okay, so in the real application we combine multiple gateway features together. This is the router, this router includes fallback, retry, timeout and cooldown. This makes the application much more reliable. Okay, so here you can see production router equals to router. So create a production router, model list, model name, okay, chat, lifetime, params, model, primary model, timeout 10. Okay, so here these are the models. This is also model, lifetime, params, model equals to fallback. This is for primary model, fallback model and timeout equals to 10, मतलब कितने मिनट में टाइम आउट होगा. ठीक है. So these are the models and maximum here you can see maximum wait maximum 10 seconds. Okay, and fallback equals to chat. So these are the model name equals to chat means backup model. Okay, and after this we are going to use model equals to fallback. Okay, so here you can see where is, okay, so this is our use another model if one fail. Okay, so yeah हमारा another model है, अगर एक fail हो गया तो ये वाला use होगा. Number of retries क्या है, number 2 है, means retry fail request 2 time, retry fail request 2 time. Okay, and here you can see cooldown time equals to using a failed model again. Okay, and here response equals to production underscore router completion means, and we are going to send the request again इस model को, chat model को, and message role equals to user and content summarize this notebook in a one line. Okay, and here I'm going to print the response by using this. Okay, response content. So here you can see I got this. Okay, so there is no response to summarize. Please provide the notebook content for a summary. Okay, I'm going to rerun again. Okay guys, so here after this, so in this notebook we learned LiteLLM work as an LLM gateway. Instead of calling an LLM directly, we send every request through the LiteLLM. This gives us many useful features like retry, timeout, fallback, load balancing, caching, streaming and cost tracking without changing our application code. This make AI application more reliable, scalable and production ready. Okay guys, so you can solve this. Okay, and here you can see this is the short note. Okay, why we use this completion model equals to grok model, one interface, easy model switch, number of retry, transient error handling automatically, timeout, stuck request don't block your app, router plus fallback, primary down and backup take over silently, router weighted model list, traffic split across the model, LiteLLM catch repeat the prompt cost 0, LiteLLM completion cost tracking without a dashboard, streaming true means real time output gateway feature still applies. So we will use all of these concepts in real fast API project. So we will build it. Okay. Okay, guys. So here you can see maybe I got a rate limit problem here, or our model is now currently, I mean, not working. Okay, our both model may be not working here. Okay, I'm going to restart kernel. Okay, so I got error here. Mm-mm. Restart, and I'm going to run all. Okay, guys, so I add some print statement here. Okay, response equals to completion and primary model equals to model role user and content equals to one line observability. Response here, it is going to print the response and prompt token and completion token and total token. Okay, so try, I use try and accept. Okay, so try cost equals to sorry, try cost timeline completion. Okay, we are going to send the request and using primary model here, it is going to print the cost. Okay, कितना cost लगा, and in accept exception I'm going to use this. Okay, like estimation cost not available for grok free tire. Okay, so you can see here response observability is the ability to measure the system internal state or behavior in real time, providing insight and visibility. Okay, for this, and prompt token equals to 41, completion token equals to 34, and total token 75, and estimation code this one, estimation cost. Okay, and now this is our streaming, this is the response from streaming, and we already put all everything together. Okay, and this is the response for this. Okay, so there is no notebook summary, so please provide the notebook content for me to assist you. Okay, so you can solve this. Okay, now our error is already fixed here. Okay, so guys, this is the LLM Gateway, and after this we are going to learn agent security, agent tools. Okay,